Hello everybody at Massey Hyundai. This is Deanna, your coach with Phone Ninjas, and today I'm going to be reviewing with you your reporting for the month of February. Right now your dealership's at a 2.45. We really want to try to get to a 3.0 and stay there. A 3.0 or above and kind of stay there. Most of the folks on your team here have been around for a bit. We have a few people, actually it's about half and half. We have a few people who are fairly new. We just want to make sure that we are using the script and the techniques of the script to build momentum towards selling the appointment. You guys do a great job of reviewing calls. Out of last month, only one call still needs to be reviewed. And even here with your certifications, you guys do a good job of staying on top of your certifications. Justin and John, who've been scored recently, they're the only ones who really need to jump in and go back and watch some certification videos, but you're doing all the right things. We're just not using the script. And so we definitely want to make sure that your team is jumping in and using the script and really slowing down here and starting with a qualifying step. And that's the only difference between the generic and the specific script. So if the customer's calling in about a specific vehicle, we want to say something positive about the vehicle. We want to generate some buzz and urgency around the vehicle. We also want to inquire about other vehicles. Now, if they're using the generic script, then we just want to make sure that we're taking some time to ask 3 to 5 qualifying questions. And then as you move forward, we want to make sure that we're not jumping right in and confirming any availability or calling the customer back with availability. I hear a combination of both. We want to tell the customer we're going to check on the availability of the vehicle, that it's only going to take 10 minutes. Then we want to move forward with getting their contact information, then give them a reason to stay on the phone, put them on hold, come back from hold, confirm availability, and sell the appointment. Also, closure and directions, those are easy points. On every call, we should sell our information, use the correct technique to ask for the customer's email address and cover directions. And if you're nailing the closure step and the direction step and also the qualifying step, and those are 3 steps that really don't rely on whether the customer is going to come into the dealership or not, that's going to make a really big impact to your overall call and the experience of the customer and also your score as well. I did just want to celebrate a few appointments that we set last month. John set an appointment. Looks like the customer showed up, so great job there. Amber set 2 out of 2, so really nice job there, Amber. One person showed up and they actually purchased a vehicle. And then Doug also set an appointment and that person showed up. It doesn't look like they purchased a vehicle, but I like that they did show up for their appointment. And really the customer's overall experience with a sales representative and the more they can trust the sales representative while we have them on the phone, I think the script does a good job of helping the customer trust our sales representatives, competency, things like that, organization, things like that. The more likely, if we sound organized and we sound put together, the customers are more likely to follow through with those commitments, and that's what we want. Now, our reporting looks a little bit different than you've seen before. If you're not familiar with some of these other call tracking and monitoring options that we have, if you just click on one of these reports, you can actually, I think you guys have opted in where you can actually listen in and you can actually whisper in to some of the calls. So yeah, but some of these these are for you to be able to kind of keep a track on your call volume and things like that. And if you have any questions about these, you can always reach out to me or your sales representative. And here's just like a nice little, snapshot that's really easy to see. So as far as the reporting goes that we're going to take a look at, one of the ones that we're going to take a look at is your dealership rank by score. And this just shows you where you are compared to the 233 dealerships that we have. And right now you guys are ranked number 139, so not quite in our top 50%. But again, we want to work towards getting and staying above a 3.0. And if you do that, you'll definitely be here in our top 50%. And of course, we always have these contests going on, the top dealership contest. So every month that your dealership is in the top 4, they get put into a drawing. At the end of the year, we pick a name from a hat, and that dealership wins a trip to Hawaii. And then we also have the perfect score contest for our sales representatives. Every time someone gets a perfect score, their name gets put into a hat. And then at the end of the quarter, we pick a name from the hat, and that individual sales representative wins a trip to Hawaii. We also have a hold time report. You guys have been doing a good job with your hold time, and in general, your operators are part of that. Sometimes the customers are on hold for quite a long time. You can see your average is almost a minute, where most of our dealerships on average is about 30 seconds. But in general, your operators do a really nice job of, if the customer is going to be on hold for a really long time, jumping back on the line and touching base with the customer before they're on hold for too long. So in general, there's a couple exceptions here and there, but in general, your operators do a really nice job with that. Also, I want to take a look real quick at just your advertising report. This is the source codes that we're gathering. Most of the customers are on your website, which is pretty interesting. Not many of my dealerships, people go directly towards the website. It may have been where they Googled and that's how they got there, but they're looking directly at your inventory and directly at your dealership website. A few people who've driven by and seen vehicles, a couple people who just said they were on the internet. In those cases, we just want to try to get a specific website. And then we have Car Guru, and also we had a repeat customer, which is always great and speaks to their previous experience at your dealership. If you have any questions, my contact information is here at the top of the screen. Feel free to reach out and if you have any questions. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll speak with you soon.